Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. We are going to do episode number 2 of Realm NFT Season 4. This is where we do basically a play along over the Season 4 where you can see my current strategy, my current progress, see how you're doing, maybe get some tips and tricks that may help you. Again, some of my strategies may fall flat on their face and not be worth the time. But that's where we're going to find out. And hopefully in the future, we can use these videos and learn from them. Also, I hope it's relatively entertaining for you. Each episode, we're going to try and give at least a tip and a trick that may help you out. And then we'll talk through my progress and my current strategy. As far as this video, I've been getting a lot of questions because there's a lot of new people coming into Realm for Season 4. And the main question that I've been getting right now is, how do you start? What do you need to get in order to start the game? Thankfully, what the developers have done is they've done a great job as far as designing multiple paths where you can go ahead and start the game. For those of you that are not aware, it is a free-to-play game, so you do have the option to go ahead and not buy any NFTs and start the game, and just to test it out. You can't earn from it. You can maybe get some rewards down the road, but as far as the hourly RLM here that I'm earning from these leaders, you cannot get that from the free-to-play option, but it's there. You can go ahead and test out, see if it's a game that you like. So as I mentioned, there's several paths. First of all, free-to-play. When you start the game without any NFTs, you'll go ahead and get these two leaders. Jane and John will be your two leaders, and you'll also get a worker. Not that one, sorry. There's an additional worker that's in here, and I'm having trouble finding it on the list. There he is. This guy right here. He is also free to play, the worker. So they allow you to go ahead and start the game. You can put the free to play leader in here. You can run missions with the other free to play leader and the worker. The rewards aren't that great. They do struggle. Like with any free to play game, it's really to test out the game. It's not really to profit from the game. So, but if you want to go ahead and actually put a little into it, buy a few NFTs, personally, what I would do, and this is, please take this not as financial advice. Please make sure you do your own research, make sure it is correct for you. But what I would do is I'd buy a few leaders, preferably depending on your budget, 4-star, 5-star. They can be at level 1. They can be a low-level leader because they're going to gain levels pretty quickly. The stars is really what matters to start off with. So if you can afford a 4 or 5 leader, I would try and get 1 or 2 of those, preferably 2. That gives you a chance when you're in Africa to start off the game. You can go ahead and put 1 up here, which will earn you passive RLM that you'll use in the game, or you can use for other items. And then you can use 1 of those leaders to run missions. In addition with that, I get a few helpers, because the helpers are a huge boost when you're running these missions. Because if you click on any of these missions, you'll see down here they have a preferred helper, and their helper gives you additional bonuses. So which means you need less of these types of helpers in order to successfully finish the mission. So if I went ahead with one of, for example, engineers, it's going to take a lot more engineers than it is going to take me lawyers to finish this mission. So it's good to get a few, and it's hard to tell exactly which helpers would be the best for any situation, because every mission has its own helper that really leads the effort. But if I was starting over, the 3 that I would probably get, and please take this with a grain of salt, I would probably get a lawyer, a surgeon, and maybe a farmer. We'll say farmer. And the reason for those is because they can be used over multiple missions. For example, the lawyer is really good in 2 different missions. This mission right here with the protests, and I don't think I have the other mission on here now. There's also one where it also has thieves or someone stealing stuff. The lawyer does well with that. So that would be just my recommendation. If you're looking to get in here, you don't have a ton of wax to go ahead and jump in. 2 leaders, highest stars that you can get, and then 2 to 3 of the helpers. You can build from there. You can get a feel for the game. So it's just a good starting point, and that's what I've been mentioning to anyone that asks me where to start or how to jump into the game. If you're a whale, then that's a completely different story. Then you want to get as many 5 stars as you can go ahead and purchase. And I would recommend trying to get all of the helpers. You don't necessarily need all of the cyborgs. Yeah, they're great. They have their purpose. But what I did is I tried to get all of the different types of helpers, because that makes missions a whole lot easier. And down the road, you can basically stack those guys up. So that would be my advice. Personally, that's what I would do. Again, do your own research. Make sure it's right for you, because there may be better strategies out there. Just what I've learned over the last 2 seasons. All right, as far as my progress goes, as I mentioned, my goal in the last episode was to try and get to Asia within 24 hours. I successfully did that. I was able to jump over there pretty quickly. And my next goal is to get to North America by the end of this week, within 7 days of actually starting season 4. I'm well on my way there. By the end of today, I should be on level 9, which means tomorrow, maybe the next day, depending on how many missions I'm able to do, I'll get to North America ahead of schedule. And that really opens up a lot as far as what I've done with my city here is I've put my technology center in already. I've put my research lab in, put those all in right away so I could start working on at least the low-level items for these, and started working on that. Over here, I started adding additional factories so I could really boost up my resources, because I'm running a lot of missions and trying to do a lot of upgrades here early in the game. Also added another vault. So when I go to North America, my main focus will probably be adding 2 more vaults and 2 or 3 more housing units. Maybe a factory in there, obviously a transportation thing, because that helps me build up my resources. But that allows me to raise up my helpers, so I can actually stockpile my helpers, which means less waiting like I'm doing right now for these to produce before I can run missions. And if I can stockpile a number of helpers because I have the space for it and the resources for it, that means I can continuously run missions as quickly as possible, as quickly as they jump out there, which will be a huge benefit. But I won't be able to really do that stockpiling until I get to North America. So that's why I'm doing a big push to North America, continuing to build up my resources, continuing to do research. Right now, I'm not doing any research at the moment because I just spent a bunch on a few upgrades, and then just continue to try and move forward that way. Again, trying to just continue to get missions in there, because missions is critical. I've upgraded my transportation, so I have a titanium resources coming in. Even the Lux on this, even though early level it's not really worth it, but down the road you'll get a lot of resources from that also. So that's where I'm at right now. Hopefully by next episode I will be in North America and building up my overall helpers and stock there. Please let me know if you have any questions. Please let me know how you're doing in the game. Are you in Asia yet? Are you in North America yet? Let me know. As far as my ranking goes, I am the Silver League, currently ranked 134. Over the weekend, I was pretty busy, so I didn't have a ton of time to play and run missions. That's why I kind of dropped back a little bit. But I'm going to keep going. My goal by the end of the season is to be in the top 100. And the reason I want to be in the top 100 is so I can go ahead and get a rare piece of equipment and the trophy. I think those are neat, and I think they have additional bonuses. I haven't gotten one yet. All right, so let me know in the comments down below. Do you like this kind of series? How are you doing? What questions do you have? And go ahead and like and subscribe. Appreciate your time, and thank you, and have a great day.